You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM at AM 610, the Sports Animal. I got the homie, Kaylina, in here with me today. And then I got the other homie, Ed Nunez from the Pit Press. But ladies first, Ed, what's going on, Kaylina? I mean, it seems like I've been missing you because I've been at the Isotopes Park and you're in studio, but
Forgive me.
I can see you.
The way that you phrase that, you're like, ladies first, Ed, and I'm just cracking up about it. I was like, yes, Ed, ladies first.
Yeah, man. Wrong.
Sorry.
Didn't.
It was a great
not even
misstep.
A small chance of that. Not even an infinitesimal. What's the smallest?
It was a happy accident of speech.
It's okay. It's all right. I get
now
it.
that I've had my giggle.
Yeah. Which is important to the show, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ed. Yeah. Yes. And I'm glad to have you in the studio. It does make me feel left out. It's like I can still talk to you guys, but I can't see you.
Well, between you and Ed, I missed you both.
Aww.
Ed's been doing his other stuff.
Yeah, because he's so cool.
I need to cut him off from doing his other stuff. See, you thought right away I'd cut him off from the show.
Yeah.
No, never. I would never, ever, never.
He's too cool for us. Like, you can't get around that.
This is the man.
No way. Not even close.
This is my guy.
Yeah.
Hey, so what's going on, my guy? What have you been up to for the last week? Because you've been at Western doing some stuff, and then we'll talk about what's going on in Pit Press. What's up?
Actually, I've been in town, but I got 2 more series out there at Western tomorrow night. We're going out there, and then I'll have 2 games on Saturday, and then next week, 4-game series, 2 games on Friday, and then 2 on Sunday, and that's it for the year. So, Western won't resume football until August. But no, we had a Pit Press show on Monday, and then we had one last night. We had Ned James on to talk about spring football.
Okay.
And you know how Ned is, man. He's going to run it down about football. And then we talked about the transfer portal, about who's in, who was out. We mentioned Dax Hall and Hudson Mays. And then, we mentioned, we said this last night. I asked my son and Eric Moulton, who's the owner of the Pit Press, what do you think the chances of Jake Hall coming back are? And I got to say, most of us were probably 60-40 that he wouldn't. Today.
Man, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, we just said no.
Insane.
No, I'm going to tell you why. We had Kurt Roth on last week.
See, you just jumping right into it.
No.
Go ahead,
I'm going to tell you why I thought that. Because Kurt Roth said on our show last week, he said, hey, I'm about 50-50. And I'm thinking Kurt Roth has more information. He's in the circle. I'm not in that circle. And so I thought, and then he's getting supposedly offers from Duke, UConn, Kentucky. Great. And then when I opened up, somebody texted me today that Eric Markham, who watches our show religiously, said, hey, Jake's back. And I'm like, great news, man. So, the Lobo Nation breathe a little easier, right? You got Dax Hall and Jake Hall and, Hudson Mays. They signed another shooter, Daniel Such. They're looking, I think the roster is taking pretty good shape so far.
Mike, if you're listening out there, you're right. Jake Hall's coming back. And I said that with some passion because Mike called in. You guys, he's Tire Mike. I think that's what he named himself. From the standpoint of why would Jake Hall want to come back if he can go get his money? And then it's going to hinder Dax, his brother, playing minutes. Now look. Now it's a situation to where they're going to play with each other. I don't know, man. When this all started, the portal, right? It's one of those things to where when I heard Jake's name, it's like I'm testing the waters, but no contact, none of this, none of that. There's stipulations on it. But it's like one of those things to where he's not fully committed and like leaving, right? And the fact that his brother came on a visit like a week ago and then his brother signs. I don't know, man. Clayton Shields was on with me yesterday, and we both agreed and said the same thing. Like, it would be cool as hell to have 2 brothers playing with each other. Jake is only a sophomore, right? And his brother, he's only a freshman. So there's still two more years for opportunities for Jake to be able to chase the money as well. But then, Ed, you know me, man. I've talked about this, and it's a matter of wouldn't you rather be in a conference to where you know what coach you got rather than going to a new situation and not knowing what's going to happen? Just that alone, I would love to hear your response on that.
He's the man here. He's the man. The other thing, a couple of things that should have probably led me to believe he was staying. supposedly somebody at the NIT was in line with his mom, and his mom said, wherever Coach Olin goes, Jake goes. And I got to tell you this. I didn't tell you this. My son and I were at Batusi's last Friday on Central. The whole clan shows up. The Halls, Jake and Dax, their mom and dad, all the Lobo coaching staff. And so we didn't go bother them. You know, Coach Olin was there, Coach Howell, Coach Roberts, I think Coach Tankowitz. And so my son and I were wondering, he's in the portal with no contact, but they're all here together. So there's a little clue there too, right? So I'm glad he's staying. And he, you know, who knows how much he was offered, but he's decided to stay here. And I think playing with your brother and his brother, I don't know if you saw any clips on him.
Oh,
a totally different game, right? He's going to get downhill. He's going to get the rebounds,
point guard,
set people up. His coach talked very highly about his basketball intelligence.
He's a point guard.
Yes.
He's not a two guard like Jake. So it's not a matter of competing for minutes either.
Right. So I think along with Uriah Tenette, Dax Hall, I like the kid Hudson Mays that they signed.
Oh, yeah, 6'5" athletic kid.
Oh, man, he's got an upside. He's another one. Article in USA Today, he said when he went into the portal that they were going to blow his phone up, texts, calls. They did. He made a gut decision, he said. He was getting offers from Power 5 teams. So when I read that, I'm like, again, my question is, what the gut decision that led him to come here?
His brother, man.
Yeah.
And then I feel like,
I'm glad he did.
This is just me. I feel like he had to go out there to test the waters to make sure, hey, I got these opportunities. Now, UNM, what are you going to do?
Yeah, that's
right. What are you going to do? I feel like UNM had to come close to whatever he was being offered, and everybody was saying it was in the upwards of $2 to $3 million. They had to be close, and I think the family affair with his younger brother coming here, I think that just helped.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
You know, I could not see Jake. I don't know him as an individual, but the kid seems amazing. I've got to talk to him a couple times, just random, just being around the pit, and he's been on Lobos Live after games. Seems like an outstanding kid, right? I just could not see him leaving his brother behind, right? I don't know. Like Ed, imagine if you had a chance to play at UNM or a university, and you could play with your brother, and you can still make a crap load of money, and you're only a sophomore.
Yeah, there's no way I'm going anywhere. You know, my brother was 5 years older than me, and I always looked up to him. But if there's a chance I would have had a chance to play with my older brother, it's a no-brainer.
And I'm an only child. Yeah. And I'm an only child, man. I could dream of something like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's just me. I don't know if you agree or disagree, but you can pick up the phone, call 505-246-0610, or you can text me, 505-246-0610, if you want to chime in. Just to let you guys know, before we go to this break, Uriah Tenette will be calling in at 5:30, you guys. So I will be announcing that throughout the show as well. But Ed, man, obviously we got way more to talk about when it comes to the Lobos. I want to keep this going. I want to get some more in depth on, like, obviously a 5 is needed. I feel like a 4 is needed. But it's going to have to fit into Olin's system, which is run and gun to a certain extent. But that's just me, but I would love your thoughts on that. We'll be right back. Thanks for listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I got Kaylina in here with me today, and I got my guy, Ed Nunez from the Pit Press. Hey, you got to go check out some episodes from the Pit Press. I'm actually in there somewhere. It's been a minute.
Hold on.
Ed, don't invite me back, but it's okay.
You're always welcome. Always.
I'm just
always,
kidding,
yeah, you know that.
Hey, before we get back to Lobo sports and what's going on with all these players, we even got Chris Howell coming back, man. I'm excited. You kind of figured something was going to go down. But let's get to this call real quick, Ed. Art.
That might have been my fault.
Art, I think we lost you, bud. If you want to call back in, we apologize for that. Art, are you there? Okay, I think he hung up, Kaylina. Art, please call back, man. 505-246-0610. My apologies for that. Please call back. But, Ed, speaking of Chris Howell, obviously you kind of figured that was kind of going on because he just stopped playing, right? Obviously he got hurt, but it was one of those things to where having a general be able to come back because we lost Luke Hopp, right? Because he's a senior. Chris Howe, 6'8". He brings the different perspective, being bigger, being able to post up. I think that might be the dynamic of inside presence we might be missing. But you talked about Hudson Mays. He's more of a perimeter player, correct?
Yeah, he is.
And he's a perimeter guy, but he's 6'5". He's long, athletic. So here we are replacing Chol. So it goes back to what I said before the break. I feel like there's some pieces missing. Obviously, we need a big and we need a 4. So I feel like the backcourt, as far as the guard play, I feel like that's legit to a certain extent. But what do we need right now from your perspective?
Yeah, you mentioned a big, and they're looking at Finn Lastring. We talked about him last night on the show. A big kid out of Germany, averaged 13.3 points per game, only 3 rebounds. But in looking at him, a big, gets to the rim, finishes. Not the biggest guy, but New Mexico's looking at him. So I think, they had a nice tandem with Bouillon and Rock last year. One thing they were missing was some rim protection. They didn't have a lot of that. So I think they definitely need somebody that maybe can block some shots. But they're still looking. But I think the perimeter guys, you mentioned Hudson Mays. His father was Derek Mays, a wide receiver for Cleveland, for Green Bay and Seattle.
Bay, yeah.
His grandfather, Roger Brown, an ABA legend, man.
Athletic.
ABA legend. Yeah. So he comes from great lineage. And if you look at him, he's got a great upside, they said.
He has some big schools, too, man, like Notre Dame and some other big schools coming after him. So
he was the one that said that he went on his gut feeling.
Yeah.
And my thinking was, okay, great. I'm so glad you did. But how do you fend off those schools and come here? And I'm glad he came here. I'm glad.
15,000 people, man.
Yeah, you know what?
It got to be.
There's a pool here, a lure of the pit. Still some of the greatest fan support in the country for sure. So I think, Kenny, they've got some work to do on inside, a power forward. But what we've seen on the perimeter so far, you've got to be happy about it. And then, of course, getting Uriah Tenette to stay here as well was huge.
Cool. Hey, let me go to Art. Art, you're in the Sports Animal with Kenny Thomas. Sorry about that. What's up?
That's okay, KT. Hey, Ed, it's Art. I hope Gary's doing fine. If you see him, tell him I said hi. I just want to say I'm really proud that of the coaching staff, the fact that they're able to have a true relationship with the Hall family itself. That just shows you where good coaching comes along, and he let the kid do what he had to do, but he built enough faith and trust in that relationship that if it wasn't genuine, he was taught correctly, and he was brought up right by his parents by working with a good coach that wasn't there to make money off of him, but was there to make sure this kid made the right decisions. And I think now UNM's going to be a hell of a team, and I think with them getting that one kid from the other big man, I people are going to be surprised how quick they're going to be back in the NCAA. But I'm really impressed with this coaching staff because they knew what they had to do, but they trusted their work, and I'll listen up. Thank you, KT.
Thanks for calling in, man. Appreciate it. What do you think based off of what he said, Eric? I mean, Ed, excuse me. I feel like ease, man. I feel like my apologies.
No, don't worry. I've been called worse, man. Please. Yeah.
I feel like they with adding Chol and adding some pieces, I feel like they are in a good position to be a solid NCAA team if they're able to get some inside presence. Even though that's not one of the things that they do as far as inside presence, because they move the ball and play a lot of perimeter action and different movements and different things. But I feel like this squad, with what they did with the NIT, just a couple pieces are missing, and then they might be obviously they will be an NCAA team.
You know what? I think that's
tournament team.
There was frustration at first when you lose all these pieces, and you lost Bouillon, you lost Rock, you lost Pons. There's a possibility they would lose Jake Hall. Antonio Chol entered the portal, and then things didn't happen for a couple of days. I saw some Lobo fans online that were like, "Hey, I'm done. I'm not gonna renew my season tickets. I can't deal with this NIL." All of a sudden, the last couple of days, with who they signed, is that excitement back? It is for me. You've got to either embrace this NIL or you're off. There's no in between, right?
Yeah.
So
totally agree.
I'm a Lobo, man.
Yep.
You know, I've been a Lobo fan since 1970.
Yep.
So I'm in. It's either that or I say I'm not going to be a fan anymore, and there's no way that's ever going to happen until I'm in the ground. I'll be a fan until I'm dead. So if you look at Lobo Nation now, you saw it online. Oh, man, he's not going to come back. Oh, what are we going to do? We need to get a new coach. It's dumb stuff by some fans, right? And you've seen it. You've seen it. So now all of a sudden you see who he signed, the optimism. And when Hudson May said, I think we can be an NCAA tournament team, you said it. Anxious to see the pieces they put inside. But Eric Olin, got to give him credit. That guy's going to find them, man. If they're out there, he's going to find them, and he's still got work to do, but I like what he's done so far.
I totally agree, man. So crazy how our community just flipped right back, right?
Fishbowl. I mean, J.J. Buck says that all the time, man.
Fishbowl? What's fishbowl?
Fishbowl means it's a fishbowl here. In other words, when you're winning, it's great. They love you. The minute things go south, man, they come in all on you, man. Everybody attacks. Not everybody. There's just a certain amount of fan base here that's very negative. They as soon as they see one thing go wrong, oh man, they're no good. I heard one guy say he thought Antonio Troll was the worst player in the conference. I'm like, come on, man. Based on what? He didn't play well for us.
That's too much.
He didn't play well for us, but the worst starter in the conference?
Come on.
That's
too much.
Come on, man.
Too much.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go to Mike. Is this Tire Mike? You're on the Sports Animal. Can you tell us what's up, man?
Mike, man. Tired. We're going to go with tired. I'm tired today.
Okay, so you're going to change it to Tire.
Oh, man. But,
hey, Mike, it's nice you're calling back so you can eat the words you just said the other day, man.
I was a little tough. I'm really about, like, pay the coaches and they'll handle their business. They're having to deal with a lot of the NIL money, and I'm one of those that said, hey, I'm going to stick it out this year. I'm a Lobo fan for life, but if the system is broke, it's hard. Someone's got to stand up and say, look, we need to change it. We can't just go with the system as it is now. But you know what? I'm really proud of what the Lobos have done. They need a big guy, or two. But really kind of like my question is going to be, the team's looking potentially as a championship team. What's going to get us into the NCAA without winning the conference? It's preseason games. It's strength of schedule. What is that looking like, guys?
I appreciate you, man, calling in. Go ahead, Ed. You got anything else, Mike, before we let you go?
No, I'm listening, guys. I'll let you go. I'll throw my little 2 cents in and listen to you guys and enjoy your show, bro.
Appreciate it, man. You have a good one.
It's a revamped Mountain West Conference. That's another thing. Okay, so it was a one-bid league this year. The NCAA, let's face it, they don't have a lot of respect for the Mountain West. Will they have any more respect for a revamped Mountain West Conference? So we don't know what the conference schedule looks like. We haven't seen it yet. Or preseason, we don't know.
Yeah.
UTEP's in. Grand Canyon, UC Davis,
Sacramento area.
Yeah, and let's face it, it's going to be a different conference. It's different now. But I think New Mexico's in good position to dominate this conference and get that bid. I think they're in good position so far. Again, work to do on the inside, and that goes for Coach Eck in football, too. They're going to a bowl game, man. They're going to a bowl game.
Yeah, they are.
I just don't know which one. They're going to a bowl game.
Yeah.
So Robert Portnoy brought this up about a month ago when I had him on when you were out of town. He said that. Solidify where you're at now, so if another conference comes calling in 3 years or whatever, you're ready to make that move. And I think he's right. But I think New Mexico, what they're doing right now, and you know what? We got to trust Coach Olin. We have to trust him. And I do. He put together a roster here in his first season. He won more games than any Lobo coach except Craig Neal. That goes for Norm Ellenberger, for Bob King, Gary Colson, your head coach, Dave Bliss. He won more games in his first season than any Lobo coach except Craig Neal.
Oh.
So you got to give him credit, man. You have to give him credit. And I believe in him. And like I said, the people he's found so far to fill out the roster are good. And we're anxious to see who's going to be the big guys. Who's going to be the Kenny Thomas down low post time. I always say, for you, when you went down the court and I saw you, it's like, oh, man, it's just post time.
Yeah.
Post time. Give me the ball. You could tell you had a mismatch. So who's going to be that guy that's going to be able to get some points when I throw it over the top inside to give me some points per possession?
Hey, if they want some of that KT post knowledge, the only thing they got to do is ask.
Oh, man.
That's all they got to do is ask. I've asked previous coaches. I've offered. But, yeah, only thing they got to do is ask, man. I'm right here. Shaking in my chair. But, hey,
You got that adrenaline going.
I agree.
That NBA
I'm excited,
yeah,
man. Adrenaline's going because I'm excited for my school, man. Because it's amazing how one individual can impact a community, a school, and everything else. Right? The text messages I got were unbelievable. My phone was flooding from the standpoint of like, yeah. But we need to stay consistent regardless, because this NIL is going to come after this coming season. So we got to enjoy what we got coming, and we got to I totally agree with you. We got to believe in Coach Eck, and we got to believe in Coach Olin, and we got to believe in our AD, Ryan Behrman, right?
Big time.
Because I'm pretty sure there's some new changes coming there. It's going to benefit this community. So how do we not support our Lobos regardless of what's happening? What else do we have in town? Now, no disrespect to the Chupacabras, no disrespect to all that other stuff we have.
Yeah.
No disrespect at all, but the biggest thing in town is what? It's Lobos sports.
Always has been.
It's Lobos sports, man. But yeah, that's just me. Hey, before we go to break, somebody said, "How dare you insult Ed? He's not as ugly as Eric."
I love Eric. Eric is my guy, man.
He would laugh right now.
I love Eric.
I'm gonna bring it up when he comes in. You guys.
What's funny about it is because I joke all the time with Ed and Ned how just like the N just changes where it is, but I didn't even think about for Eric.
Eric's my
Eric
guy,
and
man.
Ed.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Right.
Yeah, I love Eric. He's a good guy, man. He brings a different element, and we all share and go back and forth together, and we don't always agree on everything, and that's okay. That makes for good radio, man.
Yo, after this break, when we come back, I want to recap with my boy Ed, because I haven't had a chance about this Hornets and Heat game with LaMelo Ball, tripping Bam. I definitely got to get your take on that because it's happened before. We're going to dig into some more games as well with this play-in tournament. There's more games that kick off tomorrow. I think the finals and all that kick off tomorrow. So we'll be right back. Thanks for listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I got Kaylina in here with me producing today. And I got my guy, Ed Nunez, in here from the Pit Press with me as well. Yo, Ed, man, the Charlotte Hornets and the Miami Heat game, it was overtime. Charlotte ended up winning 117-126. LaMelo Ball had 30 points, 10 assists. Game-winning layup. Some clutch shots down the stretch, man. But the Bam situation as far as LaMelo, it's the second time he's targeted Bam, and he's tripped him. There was a $35,000 fine plus $25K fine for post-game language. Obviously, there was a fine coming. I didn't expect the suspension. But, come on, man. These guys make a crap load of money. I would hate to lose that. But that's not a lot of money to him. I feel like it should have been more money because there's been other incidents that have happened. What's your thoughts on that?
They suspended for a game?
No.
No suspension.
Nope.
Now, I listened to Iman Shumpert on First Take, and he didn't think it was, that bad. And,
I heard it too.
Yeah, I didn't like that take because as a referee, I didn't ref at the pro level. Is that a basketball play, what he did? Exactly. That wasn't a basketball play. Mm-hmm. And, he tripped him. You saw that. It's right there. And that's a dirty play. Bam, out of bio. And I'll tell you what, Eric Spoelstra, who's usually pretty mild-mannered, dean of coaches in the NBA. I love Eric Spoelstra. I think he's a hell of a coach. I really do. He came out and said, look, guy, it's not funny. They should have thrown him out. He's right. They should have. Now, look, here, if they do that, the ref that does it, he's going to be scrutinized by the league because they're saying, you're taking a star out of here. People are watching for the stars. You shouldn't do that. He'll get in trouble. But they should. I think they should have thrown him out.
See, the referee said that the reviewing period was missed. Is it a matter of play continuously going on, right, to where there wasn't enough, that there's too much of a lag in between to where they couldn't come back? I don't know how that works, but come on, they're not going to throw him out for that. How are they supposed to know as a referee that something like that happened previously? They're not going to know that.
Actually, they should. They should, because as a crew, even at the high school level, we'd come in and say, hey, there were some problems with this team a couple weeks ago. We need to keep an eye on number 44 because he came up swinging, so we got to watch for that. Game management. So they would have known that. Now, LaMelo, on the first one, he reached out and tried to trip him, and he didn't. Bam kept going. But that was not a basketball play. And I think I'm with you. fine him $100,000, man.
Yeah,
it's $100,000. Yeah,
easy.
Yeah, to me, I mean, again, you don't want to lose out on any money, but he put himself in that position, and he took Bam Adebayo. The guy scored 83 points.
Yes, that's what I was just about to say. Like, he's a crucial part of Miami Heat's success. And that happens, I feel like it should have just been stopped and reviewed. And then if it would have been reviewed, regardless of when the referees had time, I feel like they would have thrown him out because it was not a basketball play.
Right.
Yeah, man.
That's the thing we always look for flagrants. Was that a basketball play? If it wasn't, gotta hit the one with the flagrant. And in some cases, have to eject.
I did not see a suspension coming. No, I did not. I didn't feel like that. I just didn't think that was going to happen, especially within where it is with the play-in tournament and teams are trying to get in. I feel like there would have been more scrutiny and controversy if LaMelo Ball did get suspended.
No, you're absolutely right. Look, I'll tell you one thing. As an official, former official, at the high school level, that's the worst job, college level, pro level. You can't win. The refs didn't call it this way, or the refs messed it up, or the refs this or that. I had one guy tell me a couple weeks ago the refs had a bad night. Now, what constitutes a good night? When they call everything for your team? I mean, so you can't win, right? They can't win, but yet you need them out there. And I'm not one to say they don't miss calls. Of course they do. I'm not one to say they didn't have grudges. Some of them do. Scott Foster and Chris Paul, they hated each other. There has been instances where referees absolutely are wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm not the guy, and you played too. You played in the NBA. I can't sit there and say I'm going to worry about the referees. I've got to do what I can control, and then if there's something that the referee didn't do right, send it into the league, the tape in. That's all you can do. You got to play the game, man.
Totally agree. Yo, as of right now, the Eastern Conference, you got the Pistons right now waiting to see who they're going to play based off of the games tomorrow for the 8th spot. You got the Celtics playing the Sixers, man. The Sixers came out bald. We'll talk about that game a little bit after this break.
Man.
Ooh, yeah.
I love that guy.
You got the 3-seed Knicks playing the Hawks. Obviously, the Knicks are going to take that series. And you got the Cavs playing the Raptors, 4 against the 5. And then Western Conference, you got the Thunder. Don't know yet who they're playing. Yo, I want to talk about the Spurs and the Blazers at some point because that's the 2 and the 7. I think the Blazers are going to give them a run for the money. I got to get your take on that. And the Nuggets versus the Timberwolves, 3 versus 6. And the Lakers Rockets 4-5, man. I think that's going to be one to watch out for too. And then the Nuggets and the Timberwolves, Jokic is balling out, man. But yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to happen when these playoffs start this coming Saturday. I'm excited. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to talk some more NBA, and then we're going to get some take on the draft situation that's coming up here on April 24th through the 26th. We'll be right back. Thanks for listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. You listen to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I got my girl Kaylina in here producing with me while she's in here bobbing. I see you.
All right, man.
Yeah, she is a musician.
Time, so, yeah.
Okay, yeah. You don't see her all the time because you've been on a hiatus, Ed. You don't like us no more.
That's not true.
Just kidding.
That's not true. I always tune in. I'm always tuning in.
That's my guy, Ed Nunez from the Pit Press, you guys. That's on the show right now. Yo, Ed, man, the Philadelphia-Orlando game. Philly 109, Orlando 97. My Sixers pulled that off without Joel Embiid. Yo, man, at the break, we were talking about how many games Joel Embiid has played. He's only played 490 regular season games over 10 seasons, approximately 31.9 minutes per game. He's missed roughly 46% to 49% of potential games in his career due to injury. Come on, man. Like, it just seems like they flowed better, right? Like, it just seemed like they weren't around watching him because he does so many different things well, right? Mm-hmm. He can shoot from the perimeter. He can put the ball on the floor. But you can have a tendency to watch him to a certain extent, and I just felt like they had some better movement without him, which I think helped them down the road. What do you think?
Ball moved with energy, and then if you look at Tyrese Maxey, if you look at him, he's by you. He's right by you. He's attacking. He shot the 3 well last night. Kelly Oubre came up, with some big shots. Edgecombe, 19,
Edgecombe.
and I love that kid. I like that dude.
He's only a rookie.
Yes. So and look, you mentioned that 46% of games missed. He reminds me, I told you, of Bill Walton, who missed a lot more. Bill Walton had some of the worst feet there was in professional basketball. Breaks here, breaks there. He kept breaking his foot. When he's in the lineup, that guy was one of the greatest I ever saw, but he had a lot of injuries. So Joel Embiid, he started his rookie season with Philadelphia with a knee injury. I think he sat out that whole first year.
I think so.
And let's give him credit because when he's been in there, he's had MVP year. He had an MVP season. I like the guy a lot, but the best thing that you can have is availability. It's almost the same thing as Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard has not missed the amount of games that Joel Embiid has. But when you look at the Sixers, hey, man, look at Tyrese Maxey. Look at that guy. I enjoyed the heck out of the end of that game because every time he got the ball, he was like, you know what? This is on me. This is on me. And he made plays. Edgecombe made plays. Kelly Oubre made plays.
Drummond.
Yes. Drummond with that three from the corner. Hey, and
Dagger.
The kiss.
Dagger.
The kiss, man, with the answer right there in the front row. And Drummond let him have it, man.
Yeah.
So you know what? Again, down the stretch, they made plays when they needed to. And Kenny, I texted you last night. Them boys were playing their, what's up, man.
Yeah, they were.
Love to see it.
Yeah, I mean, we got to give Orlando credit. They're a young team. They got Bane over there. They got Jay Shrugs over there. Jalen Shrugs over there.
Carter.
Yeah, what's his name? What's his first name? Yeah, last name Carter. And they got Wagner, one of the Wagner brothers. Orlando's a good team, man. And you got Banchero that's there too as well. I feel like they're a good team up and coming in the East. I feel like they're going to make some noise at some point.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. They keep that core together, and you know how it goes sometimes with free agents and signees and things like that, and getting that core together to make a run. But I think they've got a nice group.
Let's go to the phone lines. You're on the Sports Animal, Kenny Thomas. What's up?
Yeah, I've been watching basketball for many, many years, and I think Wemby might be the best big man I've ever witnessed play basketball. He's able to handle the ball. He can shoot from the outside. He's a good shot blocker. Doesn't throw too many bad passes. I just think he's a complete player, and he's going to continue to get better. Also, I saw, or somebody told me on Facebook today, they saw that JT Hall's coming back to New Mexico. I don't know if there's any truth to that. I'll hang up and listen.
Thanks, bud, for calling in. Jake Hall, to answer your question, sir, Jake Hall is coming back. He's coming back. His brother Dax's Hall is here. We got Uriah Tenette coming back, obviously. We got Hudson Mays coming in, 6'5", 3-man, probably could play a little 4, depending on the situation. Don't we got a 4-man coming in? There's a kid by the name of Inram. I can't remember his last name. I think he's like 6'9".
Yeah,
he's coming.
I think I'm probably saying it wrong.
No, you're closer than me.
No,
so
he can. That kid can shoot, man. They showed some film clips of him, and he can really, really stretch, man.
I'm excited about Chris Howell, man. And just to throw that out there, Chris Howell is coming back, you guys, as well for UNM. He has another year. He was not supposed to be eligible, but, they ended up getting him I want to say a medical red shirt, but I'm just happy that we got a 6'8" general coming back because I really liked him, especially with losing Luke Hop. Ed, hey, this Warriors game last night, the Warriors against the Clippers, man, for a second there, you just felt like the Warriors were running out of juice, but there's this man called Steph Curry. The support that Porzingis actually gave, because over the last few years or whatever in Boston, it's like, where has that dude been? But I feel like this was one of the first showings that he's able to actually play with Steph, because Steph's been out. So that timing right there was limited, I think, from the standpoint of like later in the stretch down the season with them being able to play together. You even got Al Horford that stepped up and knocked down some threes, man. It just seems like that Warriors team just fed off of Steph. What's your take on that game last night?
7 3-pointers for Steph. Al Horford, and they said that. They brought him in for shot making, veteran leadership. Those threes in the fourth quarter, 12 points in the fourth quarter were huge.
7.
Yeah, and he didn't hesitate, and there was nothing but string. It didn't even hit the rim. Nothing but net. And remember, he's been in those situations with Atlanta. He's won championships at Boston. A lot of respect for his game. But, you look at Steph, and, again, you give him a little bit of a window. And Draymond Green knows him so well. A little dribble handoff, little brush screen. Yeah. Draymond floats out, and boom. That's all he needs. A couple of times he's hunting for those mismatches. Saw Lopez on him a couple of times, like, give me some. Yeah. And Lopez ain't going to get out there. But really, who have you seen? I mean, and again, remember, and Stephen A. Smith said this, probably the greatest shooter we've ever seen.
He is.
And the handles, boom, 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 and then he'll give you a fake. You go for it, sidestep, boom. So you all the things you might say defensively, stay disciplined, this and that. It's easy to say. It's impossible to do. But when he's cooking like that, and I know we're going to talk about Draymond Green here.
No, go ahead. You can bring him up now.
This guy, man,
he's that general that we talk about like Chris Howe. He's that dude. He's that dog.
And look, we said this too. There's things that when he's hit people and pulled dirty plays. The kicking of LeBron James in the groin, things like that. That's not basketball. But last night, he got in Kawhi's behind. He did. He got in his behind, and you know what? Stole the ball, and then on the inbounds pass, they've got him flagging Benedict Mathurin. They can't get the ball in. He made 2 big plays for them, man. And, his thing was, we're not losing. And remember, how many championships does Draymond have? 3 or 4?
3 or 4, yeah.
3 or 4.
Something like that.
He sets the picks. Mm-hmm. He does the dirty work. Yep. And, people, I read a lot of stuff. Oh, he could have done that to Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, Lambeer.
What does that
He
matter?
wouldn't have backed down to any of them.
That doesn't
Rodman.
matter.
Yeah, what I'm saying is he's as
I got what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying as far as what the people are saying.
Right.
Totally different eras. I don't. Why are we still trying to compare?
Oh, people do that. They're going to do that, right?
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, they're going to do that. What I'm saying is this guy here is, and there's times that he's annoyed me by some of the stuff he's done that weren't basketball plays.
Same here.
Last night, I told my wife, I said, look at this dude, man. He's making sure they don't lose.
He's trying to get in people's heads.
Oh, and he does.
Right?
He does.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, if you can get in somebody's head, that means they're not going to play their game.
Oh, man. He's one of the best at it.
He's known for doing it.
Yeah. He will swing on you, too, man. He will swing.
Hey, he can't swing right now because they need him.
No, that's right. You can't.
So he can't swing
He's
right
invaluable to that lineup.
Yo, we'll be right back. Thanks for tuning in. Me, Kaylina, Ed Nunez. We will totally be right back for another hour. Supposed to have Eric Strauss coming in here, the ringer. Hey, his ringer's going to go off, you guys. I got the under 2. If you want to text me, let me know what's up. We'll be right back. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I got Kaylina in here with me today, and I got my guy Ed Nunez from the Pit Press, and Eric Strauss is in here with us as well for the next hour. Yo, Eric, I accidentally called Ed Eric.
No, that happens. I do that stuff all the time.
And then it's
he
like
knows
Ed,
he knows you love him, so.
And then he started laughing, and then he said, "I've been called worse."
Yeah,
on air.
That's a compliment. I think Eric's a great guy. I got no problem with Eric.
And I wouldn't take that well either. You'd be like, "Damn, Eric Strauss, I don't want to be."
What did I tell you he was going to do? I told you he was going to laugh.
Yeah,
I told you, Ed, he was going to laugh. But okay,
no problem with Eric at all.
Okay, Eric. I didn't think it was a problem. Just I
we gotta have a little humor around here.
Ed's better looking and more talented than
not at all.
So.
Ed just got a haircut too.
He does. Looks good.
He got a haircut
coming in. No man, I told my barber that a lot of grays, but he said it looks distinguished, so I guess I'll take that.
You got guapacito today, man.
Hey man, gray hairs pop up everywhere. Just saying.
Yeah, well, I'm 60. I'll be 64 on Sunday, man.
Holy shit,
wow, this Sunday?
Dude.
Yeah.
Doing good, man.
Happy birthday.
I appreciate that.
Eric just had his on the 11th.
How old are
you? 56.
Oh, see, man, you're a young man, bro.
Yeah.
Kaylina, be quiet in the booth. You're not even close. I'm just going to shut up.
Is she giggling? Where's the giggle?
I don't know. I can see her smiling.
I wasn't saying nothing. I was just chilling. I was like, oh, it's Ed's birthday.
I
Very
will
cool.
say this, Kaylina. Take care of yourself because now, late life, I just started getting back into, taking care of myself, and it's harder when you let things go. So, but I'm in probably better shape now than I was in my 20s.
I was talking to this lady at the chiropractor because I had my chiropractor appointment, and I was explaining to her all that I had gone through over the last couple of years and her response. And mind you, this woman is recovering from a car accident, and I empathize deeply with her. And Her response to my story was, "You're too young. You're too young to have gone through all of this." And I was like, well, turns out it's not an age issue.
There you go.
Amen.
And that does happen. If you've missed the episode of Unfiltered, you can go to all the podcast you can go to all the podcast platforms and search Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas. You can go to YouTube, search Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas there, and you can follow me on at Kenny Thomas NBA on all my social media platforms. Everybody that's in the room with me today, you can catch them on there. There's clips of all of us on there. But Eric, man, you've been talking crap from the standpoint, not necessarily crap.
No, I did. No,
but
I
don't think it was crap. I just thought you think Jake Hall should have went and got his money.
Well,
right? Or explain this, but the man is coming back.
So he is coming back. I think the brother kind of solidified that deal.
Trying to tell you guys, man.
Yeah, and you're right on that. And to be honest with you, I don't know the behind the. I guarantee he didn't get as much interest as I thought he would get. I really believe it was a double-edged sword that brought him back here. I think, number one, I don't think he got as many offers as he thought he was going to get. And number two, his brother's coming here.
Well, I don't know if it was actually
maybe
true.
I'm wrong or right on that. I don't know.
Think about some of the teams that were thrown out there that we heard.
North Carolina.
And it was somebody that actually said it. And he was supposed to actually, I said actually again, he was supposed to have an interview on Monday with Kansas.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. It's like, it just felt like it was a family affair. Ed, I know we talked about this earlier, but just based off of him coming back and being a part of this Mountain West Conference, it's going – people think I'm nuts because if Jake ends up averaging 30, 35, all eyes are going to be on him anyway.
Yep.
When it comes to NBA scouts or whatever it may be, to where it's going to help him solidify himself. What do you think about that?
No, I think, again, he had a great season, averaging 16 points a game. And, the guys that the freshmen that were here, Spider, your teammate, Phil Smith, he had freshman season comparable to three guys that played. Two guys played in the NBA. Phil Smith played overseas. Phil Smith, one of the greatest Lobo guards I ever saw. So he had a freshman season comparable to three of the greatest players in Lobo history. So it can only get better. Yeah. And, one guy, I got to say, I read a lot, right? So one guy in line says, I think he's peaked. I don't think he's going to be that good next year. I'm like, he's only going to get better. The kid puts in the work, too. He said that. I remember listening to him after the season. He said, hey, there were some shots I felt I should have made. I did okay, but I can do better. They put the work in, and you look at his brother Dax, who's a different player. But to play with your brother, man, awesome. And you mentioned family affair. Yeah. I think it's sliding the family stone, man. It's a family affair, right?
And a loyal coach. A coach that seems like he likes the family, brought the brother over. I mean, it's a perfect fit for him. But as I said before, and maybe I was wrong, if it was my son, I would have looked at the bigger programs. But that's me,
I think they did look.
I think they looked, too. I think they didn't find what they were looking for.
No, that is a strong possibility.
They went you too.
See, Eric, the nice thing about it is we didn't talk about this. Hudson Mays, he's 6'5". Yeah. He's a guy that the Lobos just added. He's more of a 3. He's going to impact he should impact the game because my thing is, Ed, I see him being an Antonio Chol, but we don't know what we're going to get. But not that Antonio was the worst thing ever. Because he wasn't. He just didn't have the year that we thought he was going to have.
No.
But this kid has an opportunity to come in and step up and make an impact. What's your thoughts on Hayes? Again, to tell Eric about Hayes a little bit real quick.
Hudson Mays, his dad was a Super Bowl winning wide receiver with Green Bay and Seattle. Yes, his grandfather, the legendary Roger Brown, played in the ABA with Mel Daniels. And, a former Lobo. Yeah. Mel Daniels. Hey, Kenny, I'm going to tell you something, man. I would love to see you and Mel go at it. Mel was a beast, and so are you. Uh-huh. So are you. I put Mel up there with one of the greatest Lobos, along with you and Michael Cooper.
Thank you.
Greg Brown, too, for my money, one of the greatest Lobos. We can go on and on, though. I got to stop because if I don't mention 20,000 guys, that I'll be like, I should have mentioned that guy. But so I think Hudson Mays, if you look at him, his clips, athletic, strong, bouncy. I think they re-upped at that position. Luke Hopper was wonderful. I thought he had a solid season. But seeing at least Hudson Mays on tape, does he fit into the system? We got to see about that. But I think they up their game at that position athletically.
I hope he's a banger, like you said. I want a banger, not a Joe.
We don't have a banger.
See, not a Joe going outside and jacking threes when you're almost 7 foot with the long reach. Like, get in there and get a rebound, start banging on some people. But I never saw that from Cho, and it was very frustrating.
There's no banger. There's not a banger yet.
We don't. You know what? And you mentioned that bangers, right? Kenny was a banger.
Yeah.
Nelly Jr. Joseph was a banger.
Yeah.
He was a banger. Josiah Alec a couple years ago, a banger. Mo Daisy, a banger.
Who was the big guy? Remember the big white dude? Oh, God.
Alex Kurt.
Big fella, they called him.
Alex Kurt.
Was it Kurt? The big fella, Rob
Leffel.
Oh,
remember
you take it
Leffel?
way
No,
back.
real quick comment. I remember real well.
You remember
he
Leffel?
played really well one year in the WAC championship.
Yeah.
Dave Bliss came in, and he didn't play very much after that. Dave Bliss was not a fan of Rob Leffel, and a lot
I
of people
liked Rob.
Rob showed some good moments here, but Dave Bliss had different ideas and didn't play him very much at all.
Yeah,
Totally agree. If you guys are listening right now, at the bottom of the hour at 5:30, I have Uriah Tenette calling in. You guys, he would be on for one segment at 5:30. So once we get back from this break, he will be getting on the phone, hopefully around 5:30. Kaylina's on that. I appreciate you, Kaylina. When we get right back, we're going to talk some NFL. Maybe we'll talk the play-in games. There's 4 more games that are going down tomorrow. You got Charlotte against Orlando, and you got Golden State against Phoenix, and they're playing for the last spot, for the 8th spot.
And I do want to ask you guys something when we come back. Because we've had this GOAT argument, and my son muddied the waters last night. So I want to tell you, he got me spinning my wheels. So
okay,
him up.
Got you.
Yeah.
You listen to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I got Kaylina in here producing with me, you guys. I got my guy, Ed Nunez from the Pit Press, and I got my other guy, Eric Strauss, in here as well. You can catch him over on KKOB at the top of the hour. Yo, Eric, what's the what's the segment?
Last night I called my son because the Warriors won. He's made me kind of a Warriors fan and more Steph Curry. And he's like, I don't care what anybody says. He's my GOAT. He's the GOAT. I know Jordan's supposed to be the GOAT, but Steph Curry's the GOAT. He's like, and it just got my wheels spinning because you and I go roundabouts about LeBron versus Michael. And I think I've come to a place, like after talking to my son last night, can you have your own GOAT? You see what I'm saying? Like, can't for my son watching Steph Curry over the past 5 years or 6 years, like there's nothing like him, you know. And for him, he's GOAT. He loves that guy. And so I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Like, can you have your own personal GOAT?
Go ahead. Ed.
You know what? My son and I, he's 33, and we would have arguments like that all the time. And I think my son would tell me, I'm a big Kareem fan. And so my son, who never really saw him play, would say, Dad, nobody wants to see them throw it into Kareem and him throw up that hook anymore. And it was funny to me, right?
It's a badass shot.
He made a good point. You're going to have be fans of people that you saw. I'm fans of people that I saw. So your son, Steph Curry's one of the Kenny just said that. One of the greatest players I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I totally agree. See, this is where, even if you watch that special with Michael Jordan when he was on NBC, right? He got asked the question about the GOAT. Is he the GOAT? He didn't say he was. He didn't say he wasn't. But he is one of the all-time greats, right? Like this era, I totally agree with Ed. Like this era, it's LeBron James, it's Steph Curry. Yeah. My era was Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and Kevin Garnett, and all those guys that set a certain standard, right? Like, why can't we just, Ed, to you first, why can't we just put these guys in one category to where they were all great? They were all GOATs. Right? No, because they all stand out and do their own thing, and to a certain extent. What do you got?
No, I totally agree. And I think last night when you see, again, another shooting performance like that by Steph, how many have we seen? He's 4-time champion.
Dude, the behind-the-back pass to set that three-pointer up was just ridiculous with Draymond. That was next-level stuff, man. I've never seen anything like that.
The handles?
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to stretch the D. He's hunting. I told Kenny he's hunting for a mismatch off those picks.
Oh, yeah.
Found Brook Lopez, said, have some. Yeah. Gave it to him. Gave it to all of them.
Let me tell you guys something. When Steph gets off that ball, he never stops moving.
Yeah. His cardio
He never stops moving. That is that Steve Kerr, hey, Steph, go seek the ball. Wherever it is.
Yep.
He never stops coming off a screen, two screens. If it's some switch action, if it's some, it doesn't matter. Look, watch tomorrow. Ed, I'm telling you, he never stops moving.
And that system, of course, it makes sure they're going to set double picks, brush picks, down picks, and they're constantly going to have him in motion. And like you said, doesn't stop moving. He's, oh, man.
And then
he had two incredible drives to the hole. And he's, what is he, 6 foot, soaking wet?
Yeah, he's taller than that.
He's a little taller than that, but he's not big by any means. And he's going in amongst the trees and just laying it in and he's older, right?
37, 38.
Crazy.
So, hey, you guys, I don't know if you guys know this, but Steph Curry works out with tennis balls.
Yeah.
Right? He's throwing tennis balls back to his guy while he's dribbling the basketball.
That's crazy.
The hand coordination just to be able to do that, crazy. It's insane because that is allowing him to be able to maneuver that ball like no other. Like the way he wraps, it doesn't even seem like the way that it's like he's a magician with that ball. Yeah, and then if you get him in the paint when he's going in for a layup, you think he's just going to just lay it up there and you think you're going to come over there and block it? No. You ever seen the high kiss off the rim?
The
like off the back? Off the backboard?
Yeah.
It's insane. But the thing about it is everybody is so worried about Steph Curry to where those other role players are getting involved. You got Santos, a dude that's been playing some unbelievable ball. He had almost 20 points. Who's this dude?
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that Warriors team has so much confidence in each other to where if they're going to lose, obviously Steph Curry's going to have to score. But if they're going to lose sharing the ball. That's what I love about that squad.
Porzingis, dude, what a game he had.
Yeah.
Christos.
About time.
Holy macaroni.
About time.
He was inside
when he's healthy and in the lineup, he's going to produce. The problem is, the availability.
Did you see his follow-up dunks?
Oh,
he had
man.
Two of them
he looked good last night.
He
did.
It's about time.
God, that was a fun game to watch.
When he's not playing on the perimeter, come on, man.
See, that's when the NBA does not suck, Kenny. Like last night, that was one of the better games I've watched in a long time.
All of these playing games have been interesting.
They've been great.
And they've been playing hard. I'm going to tell you why. Because they make money.
Yeah.
I'm not saying their regular salaries. I'm pretty sure they get extra money playing in these.
You're right.
And if they keep winning, they get more money. And what I was telling Ed before, it's like once you get into the playoffs, which start on Saturday, if you keep advancing, you get paid every round. Yeah. I've only made it to the semifinals, but you get paid every round that you go.
That must be nice.
Oh God, man! I gave it me, the man I am. I gave it to our equipment manager, Robert. He was that dude. It was like 25 grand.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. He took care of me.
I got to ask you real quick. In the locker room, when you're playing for money, what's the mood?
What's the mood when you're
like, in the locker room?
When we're playing cards or something like that?
And things like that, what's the mood like?
Oh, bro, it's what? It's all business.
In, right?
And back then, I think it was a 5-game, the best of 5, I think, back then. Now it's 7, right?
Yeah, all 7. Make more money, right? More money.
It's more money, man. That's why they add in these playing games, too, because it's more money. It just is what it is.
The playing games, you and I are on the same page of this. All day long, I'll take them.
I loved it.
Them. Yeah. I love
God,
it.
I loved it. That was some
with desperation.
Yeah.
They're LaMelo.
Like
finally,
it matters, right?
LaMelo finally getting a shot, right? Yeah. And it's like it matters.
One thing about LaMelo, his game is so funny is that he'll shoot a set shot from 35 feet. You're like, he's not even jumping, but he'll just flip it up there and make it.
Yeah.
I got to give him mad respect, but I'm not a fan.
Remember, Mr. LeVar Ball thought that Lonzo was going to be the best of them, and it's been LaMelo. Of course, Lonzo, all the injuries, he's out of the league now, but it's been LaMelo Ball that's had a great career so far.
Yep.
And
that
the
game
Hornets,
winner was a big lift for him.
What about the Hornets?
Keep an eye on them. Them brothers are good, man.
Good.
Miles Bridges, that one move under the basket from right to left.
They're good.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
the
good.
one when he came that was beautiful. The little cradle that he did.
Let me ask you this: Can the Warriors get past the Suns?
I was just about to bring that up, and yes. Even though they're playing in Phoenix, I'm sorry, Devin Booker, but you're gonna stay at home. The Warriors are gonna win that game too. Yes, man. There's this dude called Steph Curry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And Draymond
he attracts so much attention to where you think about those other guys. Like I feel like he has a great supporting staff, and you don't even need Draymond Green to score. You just need Draymond Green to be Draymond Green.
And he has been, man.
And he has been scoring.
Draymond didn't get a lot of credit last night, but he was.
Oh no,
incredible.
we gave it to him.
Yeah,
he deserved it, and he does, like we said, the dirty work, sets the screens, plays the D. Did you see him play defense on Kawhi?
Oh my God!
He
picked him.
He did.
Picked him cold.
No,
dude.
he did.
Yeah, he did.
He did, man. He did.
Kawhi drives me nuts because he always looks disinterested. It's just weird.
Yeah,
he literally looks disinterested in the game.
Yeah, he does.
And I think it's just his personality because he played phenomenal.
No, it is. He's a great player. Contract is up with him at the end of the year. So I kind of wonder what they're going to do. They're going to, renew him. I would think they would.
You got to renew him.
Yeah, you're not going to. They're not saying they're not rebuilding, but hey,
they are rebuilding.
Yeah. Let's remember one thing. They've had rosters. The Lob City. They're the LA Clippers. They can't win, man. They can't. And you know what? They've had good teams, right? Yeah. This goes back to when they were the Buffalo Braves. Right. They can't win, man. It's a curse. San Diego Clippers, Buffalo Braves, LA Clippers. It don't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And look, I've watched them. Like, hey, look at Chris Paul. Look at Blake
Harden.
Griffin. Look at DeAndre Jordan, JJ Redick.
You're right. They were
a loaded squad. Yeah. What did they win?
James Harden.
Nothing.
They traded away Harden and Zubac earlier in the year, and they were 6-21. So give them credit for getting back to where they were. Yeah. But this is the LA Clippers, man. They never won anything. They're never going to win anything. I hate to put it like that.
Cursed? I mean, do you think teams are cursed?
Yeah.
Wizards are cursed. That's why they say Antonio. That's why they say Anthony Davis there. Cursed. Hey, we'll be right back. Hey, we do have Uriah Tenette supposed to be calling in when we come back from this break, you guys. Our Lobo guy, he's coming back. He switched from number 4. He got that 4 off his chest. He's going to be number 1. Hopefully he calls in. We'll be right back. Thanks for listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. It's Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I got Kaylina in here producing with me as well. I got my guy Ed Nunez from the Fifth Press in here with me. And I got my guy Eric Strauss in here with me as well. Hey, you guys. Obviously, we got the draft coming up. And there's a lot of different rumors going out there. Ed, obviously, you guys are looking at, your Cowboys are looking at being aggressive, trading up, trying to make some moves. Obviously, you got Jerry Jones. He's all over the place. What are some of the things you think your Cowboys need from the perspective of them being able to get back into a Super Bowl? And what are some of the rumors you're hearing about your Cowboys, bro?
Well, it's funny, man. When you mentioned the Super Bowl, it's only been 30 years since they've been sniffed at the NFC Championship.
I knew what I was doing.
And, if people, Dak. I'm like, okay, the common denominator in 30 years, players and coaches have come and gone. Who's been the guy that's been there the whole time? It's been Jones. It's been Jerry Jones. So, you know what? They've got 2 picks. Now, Mel Kiper, the draft guru, who's been there on ESPN since how long? Mel Kiper comes up with, Mel's excitable. Mel gets up there. They got to do this. They got to do that. Pick number 3. So he's advocated for the Cowboys to move up in the draft and get some defensive help. They need help defensively all over the place. They need they lost Micah Parsons. They traded him to Green Bay last year. They need some edge rushers, linebackers, safeties, corner. They signed a couple of guys in free agency that might help. But I think you're based on how you draft. So hopefully they get a couple of picks and they use them on defensive guys. They need help.
Yeah, they definitely need. They need defensive help.
Oh, man.
What are you talking about? You're going to talk about...
It's the only franchise where I know where I've listened to sports talk radio where the fans call in wishing for the owner to die. I'm not
I'd never
joking.
Say that because that could be me dying tomorrow.
I've heard that multiple times. Yeah. It's like, that's the only franchise I know where that happens.
Hey, you guys, I hate to cut you guys off, but we got a Lobo on. Yeah. We got Uriah Tenette coming in. He averaged 12 points, 4 assists, 1 steal, 36% from 3, man. Let's bring in the young man. Uriah Tenette, man, you're on the Sports Animal with Kenny Thomas. What's going on, bud?
How you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. Congratulations on coming back. I appreciate you, bro, for giving us another year. I know it probably was a tough decision, but, man, thank you for coming back. I just want to get a little insight on What are some of the biggest off-season priorities for you when it comes to your game, bro?
Yeah, just definitely all around development. Working with the coaches, working on my finishing, leadership skills, shooting ability, having a quicker release, just different things are part of my game. Being a better just team leader, picking the ball up full court, just different things, just as a whole, I would say.
Hey, man, it's one of those things to where I see you being the general and leading this team from the point guard perspective next year. I'm not Coach Olin, but that's just my perspective. Obviously, with hearing about Jake Hall coming back right now, him being right next to you, that got to feel good. You want to give us a little insight on that?
Yeah, I'm super excited to play with Jake again. We did big things this year. He had an amazing season this year, and I'm just excited that we get to have another year to play together, and being able to play with his little brother as well. So having two Halls on the team is going to be exciting.
Uriah, Ed Nunez from the Pit Press here. How you doing, man?
How you doing? I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing?
Hey, good to have you back. And, tell us a little bit about the way the roster, is coming together. Hudson Mays signed, Benjamin Such. It looks like Coach Olin is really putting together a roster here. They mentioned Dax and Jake Hall. And, of course, Jake Hall had a freshman here in New Mexico, one of the best ever, including Kenny Thomas. Kenny Thomas had a great freshman year when he played here. Talk a little bit about how you feel about the roster development that's going on right now under Coach Olin.
Yeah, I think we're going to be a really good team next year. The coaches are doing a very good job with the recruitment process, bringing in amazing guys that's going to play well, around me, around Jake, around Chris, just the guys that are coming back, and just being able to bring back, the freshman of the year from last year. I think we're going to have a really good team.
Uriah, Eric Strauss here. Listen, I always wonder this because I was kind of big on Jake Hall's going to leave, especially after the season he had. And I'll eat my words now. I think the brother coming over really helped. But what was one of the major factors in you deciding to stay at UNM? And what do you think the greatest strength of Olin is to kind of keep you wanting to play for him? And where do you think improvements can happen?
Yeah, the coaching staff is amazing here. You're not going to have a coaching staff like this staff anywhere else. The fans here, we have the best fans in the country. No place playing like the Pit. I think that was what went into my decision. I didn't really want to leave. I didn't plan on leaving. I wanted to stay.
Hey.
And so that was really what came down to my decision is, I want to be a Lobo again.
Man, I appreciate it. Hey, Uriah, this is Kenny, man. I just got goosebumps when you said that, bro, because you wanted to be here. And I think this community is going to embrace you even more because you said that. And I'm gonna speak volumes of that, man. What's some of your personal goals that you can see yourself developing from the standpoint of where you see this team going next year with you coming back for your sophomore year?
Yeah, I just want to have a better season than we had this year. We had a really good season this year. So I think that's just my main goal for our team coming up. Unfortunately, we made it to the IIT. That's really cool, but we want to make it to the March Madness, and that's what our plan is to do. We want to make a run in there, a run in the March Madness.
Yo, man, I don't want to keep you, Ed. You got another question for him, real quick?
Just one real quick question, Uriah. The number change from number 4 to number 1. Any particular reason?
That was his number, man.
All credit to Kenny Thomas, man. I'm glad I got to wear his number.
Yeah.
But I had to change back to my number. My number is number 1, so I gotta go back to my number.
Number 1.
So Uriah, did you get stuck in Kenny's number, or what happened there?
That was my second option, I would say.
That's awesome.
So why did you have to go with option 2? Like, just someone who had 1?
Aubrey
had 1.
They said
you guys should have done a wrestling match or a thumb war or something. You should have done a wrestling match, or there should be some type of protocol for that. You know what I mean? Like a slap. That slap competition where you can smack someone in the face?
Uriah, this Kenny. I'm sorry, man. He don't know no better. I'm so sorry, Uriah.
I'm glad you got one back anyways.
That's funny, man.
Appreciate that.
Hey, Uriah, man, I appreciate you, bro. If you're hanging around, let me know however I can help you, bro. I thank you for taking a few minutes. I don't want to keep you, man. Thanks for coming on the show, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Tell your pops I said what's up. You have a good one, bro.
Yes, sir. I got you.
All right.
Nice.
Come on, Eric.
Oh, I'm just joking
Slap
around
war?
with him. You know where you haven't seen those things where they
Eric,
sit
yes.
in front of each other and they just
Is
smack
that a
each other
war?
on the side.
Because when I see that, I'm like, how in
Dude,
the
have
heck?
you seen it?
Oh yeah, I'm like, how
They
can
knock
anybody
each
sit there
other out.
and be slapped like that?
One slap,
man.
you're
What?
done.
Oh, that-
Yeah.
Dude,
You don't even
they
get to
slap the bleep out of each
Yeah,
other.
plus they're coming. Yeah,
They're coming from the hip, and you're smacking a grown man across the women do it too. It's awesome. Have you ever watched those videos?
Man.
Hey, look at this, you guys. Somebody text you, Kenny, I didn't tune in to hear a comedy hour about the Cowboys. Come on, man.
Oh man, that hurts. That hurts. That hurts. But hey, you know, I'm still a Cowboy fan
Dude,
since
there is a
1970.
huge
Will always
Cowboy
be.
contingency
Yeah.
in this
Okay,
town.
Eric, hold on, man. Your
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steelers are not doing too
Oh,
well
dude,
right now,
no.
bro. Who's your quarterback?
Okay, number one.
You only got nobody to throw the ball. Is Aaron Rodgers committed yet?
No.
What are we doing?
No, he's playing.
Ed, he can't even talk.
He wants $30 million. Is he worth $30 million
For 1 year?
for 1 year? Because we got him at a smoking deal last year. I think we paid 1.7, 1.3 million for, because I think the Jets ate most of his salary. So we got him for like 1.3, 1.7. He's like, I gave you a deal last year. Now he wants $30 million.
Wow.
You still have the Ohio State quarterback in the mix, right? He's a proven winner, Will Howard. And my hopes is that we either draft or go with Will Howard and see what we've got, because I just can't see doing another season. And Aaron, I love Aaron Rodgers. I liked watching him play, but man, watching him get smashed in the face, and when you get pressure on Aaron Rodgers, it's over.
Give it to
Game
him,
over.
Ed.
And we can't beat a team like the Texans with Aaron. We're not going to.
You talk about my team, you have no chance.
No chance because
No chance.
no mobility.
He go get killed.
Yeah, go ahead.
You
Sorry.
got to wonder, though, Mike McCarthy is the new head coach of Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Now, supposedly they didn't get along that great anyway.
No.
But I kind of wonder what is his thought process. Look, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks we've ever seen. He's a Hall of Famer. There's no doubt about it. When they won one championship in Green Bay, I thought they'd win 3 more. There was a young team.
Too.
They didn't. But is he still your best option? You have to wonder. Now, I understand for all the things you mentioned, he doesn't have the mobility anymore. He could still throw the ball. He had a decent season last year.
Yep.
But $30 million, I don't know.
$30 million.
Yeah, I don't know.
He wants $30 million, Ed.
What do you mean you don't know? That's a no.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Hard
What?
no.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
But
If
they're
you're-
considering it. They haven't said no.
Yeah, they haven't
we're
said
not
no.
going to do it. So
The
he's
deal's
still
not off the table.
Yeah,
If you're Pittsburgh, Ed, would you give him $30 million?
I think about it. I really would, because Will Howard. I mean, who's our better chance? An experienced, older
Well,
quarterback.
Aaron Rodgers is your better chance.
The
If
fans
you're a
want to
win
see
now,
that. They want to see Aaron Rodgers. I would
Can't
think.
disagree
Yeah.
with you.
So, Eric, you coming off that 30.
I don't
Your
want.
Steelers are coming off that 30.
I don't want to. I'd rather roll the dice and see what Will Howard's all about. I still think Will Howard's I never got to see him play, just in college, right? But he got injured in the preseason last year, so you never got to see him run the offense. I just want to see what we have in Will Howard. I think every Pittsburgh fan feels the same. Is my feeling.
Got you.
But, yeah.
Yo, when we come back from this break, I totally want to talk about this Rockets-Lakers series that's coming up this weekend.
Bye-bye, Lakers.
Ooh-wee. I'm looking through you, Ed, right now, because my Rockets...
Bye-bye, Lakers.
My Rockets are going to light up your Lakers,
funny.
man. We'll
All
be
right,
right back.
Bring it back. Bring it back then, yeah.
I'll
be ready. Bring it back,
We'll be
man.
right back. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I got Kaylina in here with me today producing. Kaylina will also be producing tomorrow because I will be back at the Isotopes Park tomorrow doing my show from 4 to 6, just to let you guys know. I got my guy Ed Nunez in here from the Pit Press, and I got my other homie Eric Strauss in here. You can catch him over on KKOB. Before break, we were talking about the Houston Rockets taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. That's one ring right there, you guys. I did the over-under. I had a text. Whoever texts me,
That was not a ring, by the way.
we're getting close.
Well, what was it?
It was a notification.
Is that
It was a guest for my radio
is
show.
that not
Gail
the
Armstrong.
same thing?
No. Kaylina, you're on Team Strauss. Don't forget that.
Oh, Right. A technicality has been introduced to the,
It's okay,
the
Kaylina.
scoreboard, I guess.
Kaylina, I technically know who you're with, Team KT. It's okay. He's putting you
Now
on
they're
the spot.
fighting over me.
Team
Heck yeah, I'm fighting over you.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes, he needs to back up. So with that said, hey, my guy Ed, you got LeBron James trying to hold down the Lakers. You got Luka out. You got Austin Reeves out. I don't know, man. I don't see this going. I'll give you guys 1 or 2 games, but I don't see it going 7. I'm sorry, but it's LeBron's 42. Obviously, everything would have to go right. The games are being taken place in Houston. No, L.A. So the first 2 in L.A.
Yeah.
You got to get at least one of those to have a chance.
You mentioned the injuries that the Lakers have had, and that Luka Doncic also went to Europe to try to get some treatment on his hamstring. That's a 4 to 6 week treatment. Injury doesn't matter where you go. It's a grade 2 strain.
Why is he flying with that?
That's the part I think he went to go see his daughters over there in Europe as well. Austin Reeves, the oblique injury, he's not going to be back. So Houston
oblique.
My name is Luka.
Yeah, look, I'm going to watch. I'm going to cheer. LeBron has been playing amazing ball. He has, but he is 41 years old. Who else is going to get me baskets when I need one? Jackson Hayes is out of the lineup.
Whoa, your shot blocker's out too?
Yeah, I think he's going to be back. But DeAndre Ayton has been kind of a disappointment.
Ayton's always been soft.
Yeah, so
that's why they got rid of him in Phoenix.
Yep. Luke Kennard, who's going to get your buckets when you need them? LeBron can. Hachimura can score a little bit. But when you're missing how many percentage of your offense with Reeves and Doncic, was the leading scorer in the league, and he's not in the lineup. And look, even if they got past the Rockets, they're not going that far anyway. And I'm a Laker fan. I'm saying the truth. They're not better than OKC. They're not better than San Antonio. So, but I hope they get past Houston. And, of course, as an optimist and sometimes an unreasonable one, I'd like to see Luka at least get back for the next series. If they get past it, it's going to be tough for the Lakers.
I heard if they stretch this Houston series long enough, Luka might have a chance to come back. Is that true or not?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Well, it'd have to be deep, though.
I mean, if you've got Luka, that's the wild card you need. And I think they can beat anybody.
See, the thing about it is, what's Luka going to be able to do? I'm telling you, that hamstring, groin, those are injuries that are rough.
Can't mess with them.
You can't mess with them. So even if he comes back, where is he going to be?
True.
Right? And then the thing about it is the Rockets, they don't even have Fred VanVleet from ACL surgery, and Steven Adams is out from ankle surgery. So the long athletic Houston Rockets, they're going to make some disruption. They're going to change some different things. But, hey, man, it's kind of pissing me off from the standpoint to where people think KD is done.
KD is not done. KD is one of the greatest players in NBA history. He is far from over.
People think he's done, Ed. What's your thoughts on KD? I don't understand it because he's an unbelievable scorer.
32,000 points NBA career. I will say this, though, and one of your guys, Dan, called in, who I love. Dan is the guy from Boston, and that guy, he knows what he's talking about. Yeah. He's right about KD not being a leader. I will agree there. Again, a great scorer. I don't know why he ever left Golden State he was part of that death lineup with him and Iguodala and Klay Thompson. Oh man,
he's not a leader.
I don't think he is. I don't.
Did he get Finals MVP?
No, he did. I just don't think he's that dog. Look,
he went clutch.
We're talking about one of the greatest players of all time. I don't look at him as that mean dog like Bird was, like Jordan was, like Kobe was. I don't see him like that. Don't get me wrong. I said he's great. I do, but I never have looked at him
because he doesn't have the dog in him.
That's me. Yeah. That's me.
Yeah. So when he scores, that doesn't show that he got the dog in him.
No, of course it does. He's got that natural ability. Okay. I'm just saying I don't see him as that competitor that Jordan or Kobe was.
He's not alpha. He's not
an alpha guy.
He's not.
Okay. I can relate to that.
Now, I will say this, Kenny, and I disagree with you on this. I think when he played with the Warriors in those last 3 games where they won the championship, he went alpha. He said, give me the ball.
Yeah.
And he delivered. And that's why he won MVP. So when he did go alpha, he was MVP. Because I'm telling you, that was a different KD. I think
that's what I was trying to
Steph
say.
brought out the best in that guy.
Steph allowed him to be KD.
Yeah, that was a heck of a lineup, man.
While,
God, that was a great
while Steph Curry still got his buckets.
Yep.
Man.
That was a great team.
You know what I mean? This is where Steph Curry's consistently moving again to where it doesn't matter. KD, you need the ball in your hands, but Steph finds the ball.
But see, if you remember those game-winning shots, he took the ball. He was like, I'm taking this shot. You remember that one shot he came down and he was 5 feet beyond the 3-point
when he was with the Warriors,
with the Warriors,
Vaguely,
and just drains it. Cold stone. That was KD at his best, man. I've never seen him since then be that good. Well, I love KD. I'm a big KD fan.
Like Reed Shepherd, he's been playing some pretty good ball for the Rockets, right? And you got Jabari Smith Jr. It's going to be interesting to see how the Rockets can still be disruptive and take the Lakers out of certain situations.
What I want to see him do is get up in LeBron's face. He's their only scoring option when he's in. Make him work for everything he gets. Pound that guy, make him feel his age, and the Rockets will sweep these guys. I'm telling you.
What you got, man?
I hope not. I hope not. But if you're Ome Udike, or the coach of the Rockets, what are you thinking? I'm thinking, they're going to go through their film. Yeah. Hey, and what Eric said, let Kennard shoot. Let Jared Vanderbilt, let that brother go ahead. Let him go ahead. And LeBron is good at finding players that are open, slashing, cutting to the basket. He's a very good passer, but they were losing how much percentage of their offense with Doncic and Reeves. So defensively,
beat the bleep out of the GOAT, and you'll be fine.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you guys something. This Celtics-Sixers game, man.
Your Sixers look good, dude.
They looked good.
They look good.
I don't think they can beat the Celtics in a 7-game series, but I think they can give them a run for their money if Joel Embiid is not playing.
There's been some legendary series between those two teams, man.
Without a
I'd
doubt.
love to see it.
Dude, AI was at the game. Did you see AI?
Yeah. The answer.
Yeah. He's always there courtside, especially when it's prime time.
Yeah, that was a fun game. That's another team that looks like they're playing well above their skill level, by the way.
Bro, the Spurs are going to be playing the Trailblazers.
Game over on that one.
Trailblazers look good, man. I don't know. Wemby and company, obviously you got some guys over there with the Spurs, but I don't know, man. I think this Portland team could get a couple wins. I'm not saying they're going to win a 7-game series, but I think this Portland team with the point guard, the 6'8" European dude.
Danny Adiva?
Yes. He's a beast.
God, he played good. 41 points the other night.
He's a beast.
7 rebounds, 12 assists.
Oh, yeah.
Played downhill. And, man, geez, I was impressed by him. Grant played very, very well for them. Phoenix had them, man. Phoenix blew it. They did. They blew it. Yeah, Phoenix is a very talented team. Yeah. They drive me nuts, though, because they should be a lot better with the team that they have.
I feel like they could beat the Warriors pretty easily.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man.
I mean, I hope not.
Watch him out there.
Was your son listening? I mean,
watch him out there.
But it's in Phoenix. I don't know. Home court, I guess,
don't have nothing to do with it. Look at what Golden State just did in L.A.
Yeah, true. And that's a tough place to play.
Legendary.
Yeah. That wall is really cool, by the way.
You'd be so proud of me.
What's up?
I caught some of the Warriors and the Spurs game? Is that correct?
No.
There's a game.
No,
the
Warriors and Clippers.
Clippers. Why did I mix them up? Okay.
You're close.
Okay. But my takeaway from that was what I happened to catch. Did a ref walk off because they had an injury?
That's interesting.
Did a ref? You said one of the referees got hurt?
Yeah. He just walked
So there's
off.
always a backup ref in the back. So I'm pretty sure he was replaced. If not, those two refs got to work both courts.
I was like, from what you guys have been talking about, it must be pretty insignificant, but I was so proud of myself.
You go, girl.
I was all, look, I watched part of a game.
You go, girl.
And I noticed something interesting.
I'm like, Kaylina, at some point, you're not going to have a choice. You could throw those little nuggets in there.
Oh, thank you. No, my boyfriend also looked at me because we were both like, wait, what just happened? He goes, well, you can go and tell Kenny that, you caught that. That doesn't happen every day.
Go, boyfriend. Thanks for telling her.
I freaked my wife out because when Steph hit that shot, I started yelling.
Oh, God.
And she came out of the back.
That's normal.
Yeah.
Catch my guy Eric on KKOB. What's the topic tonight, bro?
We're going to have Republican talk about Rebecca Dow being taken off the ballot, other stuff like that.
/ Democrat stuff, too. I'm just kidding.
Man, I'm calling in. I can't wait. I'm calling in.
Ed Nunez, what you got, bro?
Politics.
What you got with the pit press, bro, real quick?
We'll have a recap of the transfer portal this weekend sometime.
Oh, I appreciate you all. Ed, Kaylina, Eric, I really, really do. Thank you guys for taking the time. It means the world to me. And the audience, thank you guys for listening. I got one more day this week. I'll be at the Isotopes game tomorrow, but you can catch me over on KOB4 at 10 and 6 a.m. Monday through Friday. Catch me tonight. Thanks for tuning in to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Hour.